Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
The long version is Radhanath Swami, the big devotee, and the short version is me, the little devotee. So get it straight here. In this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, leading up to the appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev, which we're going to be celebrating. Actually, we're celebrating that day for two reasons. One is known and one is not so known. The known reason is that in a couple of weeks it's going to be the appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev. It's also the disappearance day of Hiranyakashipu. That's also important. We can be peaceful now that this great tyrant has been eliminated. And here we hear how Prahlad Maharaj was preaching to his friends in school. He took great risk, actually. This is the second time that he was preaching to his friends, and his father heard about it and became disturbed. And when his father became disturbed, it was something extraordinaire, because his father was a great demon and a great enemy of Vishnu. And his son so happened to be the greatest devotee of Vishnu. So you have the greatest demon and the greatest devotee side by side in the same family. There's going to be some trouble here. So Prahlad was preaching to his friends, and he was converting them. He's a very powerful devotee. One time Prabhupada said you can judge the character of a Vaishnava by how many other Vaishnavas he can make from conditioned souls, he can influence. So these are literal sons of demons. They're not just innocent people. Most people are innocent. Demons are a special category. We hear from Shastra there's 4 types of persons. There's God. There's only one God. There's the devotee. There's the innocent. And then there's the demoniac. So most people are innocent. They're just influenced by divine or demoniac, whatever association they're getting. But the demons are very, very powerful and practically impossible to convert them. Practically impossible. But here we see a little boy, 5 years old, converting a whole classroom practically in 60 minutes. He's a very powerful devotee. The only comparison I can think of is my own spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, who came to the West and converted all of us little demons, maybe not you, but me, and my friends. We were really bad boys. We were born on the wrong side of the tracks. Prabhupada, by his causeless mercy, converted us into devotees who can at least attempt to speak the Bhagavatam. This is really extraordinaire, as we say in Français. Vraiment extraordinaire. Extraordinary. As Sanatana Goswami, his analogy, he said that just as bell metal, ordinary metal, can be changed into gold by a mystical process, so a low-born, foolish, conditioned soul addicted to sinful activity can be changed into a very beautiful Vaishnava with all good qualities by proper training and by diksha from a bona fide spiritual master. So Prahlad converted his friends, and this was very bad news for Hiranyakashipu, because as you know, the children of any community are the future. That's why when I travel around, I like to give attention to the children. Sometimes they're ignored. They make noise. And they fool around, and they don't listen in class. But they're kids. And they're the future. And if we give them a nice impression of Krishna consciousness, loving impression of Krishna consciousness, then they'll hopefully continue and take off where we leave off, which is not far in the future. So we know how happy we are when our children actually blossom into devotees. And we know how unhappy we are when our children deviate from the path and don't take up Krishna consciousness. So you can imagine, here's a classroom of the best students in the school, and within 60 minutes, Prahlad has purified their hearts. Jeto dharpanam marjanam, by his strong preaching and encouraging them to chant. What's that Guru Kumeli? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's a nursery rhyme melody. And they chanted and they became Bhakta Vaishnavas. Tatik Shiva Kunika Shuridam Shavadehinam Achata Shatava Shantha Shadava Sharbhushana. Sadhava Sadhabhushana means just decorated with all wonderful qualities. Tolerance, mercy, friendly towards all living entities, having no enemies, this verse says. Sadhava Sadhabhushana. The Lord decorates his devotees with saintly qualities so the general public knows to whom they can come and take shelter. Just like after the war, the soldiers come home, and to honor them and so that the citizens appreciate them, the soldiers get medals. They get all kinds of medals here like this, and then the public is supposed to do namaskar. They're warriors, so you can recognize. So a devotee gets these qualities. He doesn't think, oh, I am very advanced, I have developed these qualities. He thinks the Lord is so kind. He's given me these qualities so that I can be a leader in society. I can lead people from darkness to light, from ignorance to truth, from the material world to the spiritual world. So Prahlad is such a powerful devotee that he made all these little rascals. Little Rascals. There was a television program in America in the 50s. It was called Little Rascals. And these boys, there was 4 or 5, and they were always into nonsense. The Little Rascals. So he turned the Little Rascals into Bhakta Vaishnavas. And Hiranyakashipu, maybe a little too loud here. Hiranyakashipu, it says here in this last verse, he understood the situation. How Prahlad had converted all his friends into devotees. So this took some intelligence, actually. This is all going on behind his back. But he's a diplomat, Hiranyakashipu. He's a diplomat. He's not very straightforward, not very honest. So somehow or other, he got wind of this situation, and he called Prahlad into his office. And he condemned him to death. So we can understand that Hiranyakashipu, he must have been very intelligent. We often portray the demons as less intelligent or sometimes even comical. Do you do skits here? You do theaters, plays? I think you have your traveling festival, or you have a festival program. So you do plays, and sometimes you Jagai and Madhai, and everyone laughs at Jagai and Madhai. There's nothing laughable about Jagai and Madhai. They were serial killers, serial rapists, extortionists. I've been out of the society for a while. I can't remember all the bad words that people are. They were really bad people. The kind you put in, isolated, what do they call it? Solitary confinement in a prison. They even, you have to keep them away from the other prisoners. They'll kill all of them. Solitary confinement. They were bad. We portray them as kind of funny, we get, so Prabhu, you play Jagai and you play Madhai. And then we see our Brahmana devotees with some black ink or something on their face like this, and they have looks like a old can of beer, and they dress up funny, and they come into the temple and we all laugh. Oh, look at Krishna Das. Look at Shiradakshaya Vishnu Das. Yeah. We laugh. This is no laughing matter. Yes, sure is. So Hiranyakashipu, he wasn't a comical person. cartoon is very, very intelligent. Sometimes the demons are very intelligent, but they're intelligent for the wrong purpose.